What's up, guys? I just wanted to make a really quick video. This morning, XBIO was the one. Um, Let me close this out for a second. So as you guys can see, 9:14 in the morning. Cliff is actually the one who called XBIO in the group. He says, "Good morning, XBIO is the stock this morning." I took a look at it, and I was like immediately, wow, it made a pretty nice big move. Um, this was a 9:21 a.m. So at that point, that's what we were looking at as XBIO. And I told everyone that I'm gonna take an early stab at it right around $4 mark. If it breaks the $4, I'm jumping in. So as you guys can see over here, I ended up getting filled at 410, sold at 435, jumped in again at 423, sold at 433, and then I jumped in at 467, and then I jumped in again, I got out at 475. So I'm making pretty decent profits there. Ended up with 1560, and then this was the last trade, which was right there. I ended up jumping in for the breakout, and it ended up failing. So I ended up taking a 5 cent loss. I was up like 1700, a little above 17. As you guys can see, I was letting everyone know where I'm jumping in the chat room. I'm showing them screenshots of where I'm jumping in. I'm showing them my entries, and as you guys can see, right around, let's see, right around, okay, here we go. I was up 1720 at 9:38. I was up at 1720, and then I took that last trade, which cost me 5 cents, and then I ended up with 1560, which is good. My goal is 1,000 a day, so anything above 1,000 is pretty much good. And this is under 10 minutes, you guys. So I was gonna play this video just to show you guys how it went, but sometimes these videos take a long time. But let's try to play it really quick. Let's play here. As you can see at 9:29:57, I'm waiting to jump in right above this area here to catch the $4 move. As soon as it breaks $4, I'm ready to jump in because I know it can go up to 457, but I know there's a resistance area right there. So as you guys can see, boom, I'm jumping in. Right. I was trying to see if the $4 will hold, and once I knew it was holding, volume is kicking in. I jump in. I'm waiting for it to break this area so I can get out, and it broke through, and I'm selling. So I took a nice move there. Now I'm just waiting to see if this, because you guys know whenever it breaks through resistance, this is me taking a screenshot for these guys. But as you guys know, once it breaks through resistance becomes support. So I wanted to see if this resistance area was going to hold and become support. How do you know that? If it drops all the way down and continues to go down, obviously it's not holding. But if it goes back above, if it goes down a little bit below and then comes back above, then we know it's holding, right? So it's basically lingering right around here, and I'm getting ready to jump in as soon um, as I know for sure that this area is holding. So I was watching it. It made a nice little dip. I didn't like how far it went, but it's still holding. Let's fast forward this. Fast forward it. It's still holding, so I'm waiting to see if it's going to make new highs. I wanted to stay above that area. Okay, so now at this point, now I see that it's still holding. It's still above VWAP. So let's fast forward it a little bit. Okay, boom. I'm jumping back in here. It dipped down on me a little bit, but I was confident in it. So, it's the only stock moving. Whenever it's the only stock moving, chances are everybody's going to be buying and it's going to make it go up. So even if it dips down a little bit, I'm not too worried about it. So I'm expecting it to go back up. Let's fast forward a little bit. So as you guys can see, I jumped at that 422 area and boom, it gave me a nice move. I ended up selling. Um, so now what I was doing was I was waiting to see if it was going to give me a pullback. But I also know gold time is my normal entry. Gold time is where normally I jump in. So because it's not pulling back, let's fast forward a little bit. Because it's not pulling back, so now I want to know if this is going to be the new support. I want to know if this is going to support. Like, again, resistance always becomes support. So it broke the resistance. Now I want to see if it's going to stay above this line so it can continue to go up. So now let's fast forward a little bit. So now I'm just watching to see if it's going to hold. Now I see it holding. So the next candle that pops up, I jump in and I take a quick move right there. That was a very quick move because I saw it coming back down. As soon as I saw it coming back down, I was expecting a bigger move, but as soon as I saw it coming back down, I just sold. I didn't feel too strong about it. And then right after I sold, it ended up making a nice move. That happens sometimes. It was a little choppy there. Better I sell than to take a loss. So you never know what these things are going to do. Um, so yeah, I should have held a little bit longer, but I sold at the right time to me. You know, it just was choppy and I got out. You got to play as if it's going to tank on you all the time. Always remember, if you play defensively, you most likely win most of the time. And that was pretty much the big moves for me. And then I tried to wait to see if it's going to make new highs. And it just didn't make new highs over here. As you can see, I jumped in one more time. It popped up, came back down on me. So I sold. And that was it. So I'm going to stop the video here because this was just a 5-cent loss. So kind of broke even. So let's stop right there. But that's basically what happens. Also, you guys, I have the link to Tradeideas below. Obviously, Tradeideas, you could see XBIO pre-market is right there. It's right there. It's number one. Nothing else was popping at the time. Let's look at this real quick. And GLSI, you can see this one is way above our price point. So I don't even trade stocks in this price point. So XBIO was the one, and we all identified it. And we all made pretty decent profits. Even some of my new people. Oh, check this out. So check this out. So this is one of my students. She actually sent me a screenshot of her winnings. And she says it's the first day she went live. And she actually made profits. And this is the joy that I get is when I train new people and they practice and practice and practice, and then they go live, and then they actually make money. That's what makes me feel good about what I'm doing. Like, if I can teach others how to make money, that's what makes me feel good. That makes me feel good. So, this is why I do it. This is why I do this. This is why I do this. So now I know she has another source of income that she can always rely on, So that makes me feel good. Anyways, I'm not going to try to keep this one too long. As you guys can see, these were my entries. These are my exits. And it panned out for me today because I have a winning strategy and I just try to follow the rules every single day. When I break the rules, I lose. When I don't break the rules, I most likely win. So, just be disciplined, follow the rules. This week has been a very good week so far. Good momentum. I hope it continues. Anyways, don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Share this video. Let other people see what possibilities are here when it comes to day trading. And this is all within 10 minutes. You can see I jumped in my first trade at 9:30.24, and then my last trade 9:39.08. So that's less than 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes, and we're capable of making, decent profits. All right. So if you guys have any questions, comment below. Also, if you want, you can email me. Don't forget, Trade Ideas is where it's at, man. Trade Ideas is the one that's helping me identify these stocks. That's how I'm finding them. The way I have my scanners set up, they find me these stocks that are going to break out. And so that's what I'm going for. Like right now, you can see um, these are what's popping right now. GLSI, price point's too high. It tells me everything right there. So I could just look at this and see if it fits my criteria. If it does fit my criteria, immediately I pull it up and I take the trade. So it's as simple as that. But you got to have that strategy, and you got to have that winning strategy. That's what takes me to the next level, is the strategy. It's good to know what to trade, but you also need to know when to get in and when to get out. So those things are very important, because even if you have the right trade, for instance, if I had jumped in right here, it dropped that hard, I would have sold, I would have lost money. Is knowing when to get in and knowing when to get out. If you know these things, then you're more likely to make profits. All right. So, again, if you guys have any questions, comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll chat with you guys another day.